Hey guys, it's Tiny Maths here and we're back with another video on external angles of polygons. Now this one seems to be somewhat difficult because it has many sides. It's an 18-sided regular polygon. So far we've been working with quite easy shapes like quadrilaterals, pentagons, hexagons and a bit larger, but this time we're dealing with quite a large polygon. What we're going to try to do in this video is work out the internal or the interior and exterior angles of the polygon. And what we're going to do is we're going to use two methods. In the first method, we're going to use the fact that all exterior angles add up to 360 degrees, and that's going to help us find external and internal angles. And then we're going to use another method where we're going to use the fact that all interior angles of a regular polygon, which this is an 18-sided regular polygon, all the interior angles of a regular polygon are equal. We can use that fact to find the interior and the exterior angles, and you'll see we'll come up with exactly the same answer for the interior and exterior angles, or as I've been calling them, external angles. And so we can use these two methods when we're trying to calculate missing angles on polygons. So without further ado, let's get into this problem. So let's go on to a bonus question now. Before we do this question, you must be... Oh, sorry, my phone is doing some strange things. Let me turn the volume down. Before we go into this, when you have small size polygons like 4 or 5 size, it's really easy to draw. But this question says, for a regular 18-sided polygon, work out the size of each exterior angle and the size of each interior angle. So, you know, it would be difficult to draw an 18-sided polygon just to try and find the answer. So here's where we have to use the ideas we know about the truths, or not the truths, but the facts, the information we know about polygons to help us do this. So now we have an 18-sided regular polygon. Now what information do we have? Well, first of all, we know that with a regular polygon, all internal angles are the same, right? Because that means because all lengths are the same, then all internal angles are going to be the same. And if each internal angle or interior angle is the same, then that must mean the external angles must also be the same, because you use the size of the external angle is 180 degrees minus the interior angle. Well, since all of the interior angles are the same, that must mean all of the exterior angles equal 180 degrees minus the interior angles. So we know that all the exterior angles must be the same. We also know that all the exterior angles add up to 360 degrees. So all of them are the same, and all of them add up to 360. So that will help us with the part A. What we're trying to do is work out the size of each exterior angle. Because they're all the same and they all add up to 360 degrees, and there are 18 of them, all we have to do is divide the 360 degrees by 18, and it will give us the size of each interior angle, or sorry, each exterior angle, each external angle, because there are 18 external angles and they're all the same size, and the sum of them adds up to 360. So let's do that. 360 degrees
divided by 18 equals 20. So for a regular 18-sided polygon, the size of each exterior angle is 20 degrees. Actually, let's do it in red so it stands out. Then the next part says work out the size of each interior angle. Well, again, in the previous videos we saw that when you have an exterior angle like this, let's say this is the exterior angle, in order to work out the interior angle, you know that these two angles make up 180 degrees because they're on a straight line. So 180 degrees minus the exterior angle must give you the interior angle. So, sorry, let's do that. 180 minus the exterior angle, which is 20 degrees, must equal the interior angle. Well, 180 minus 20 equals 160 degrees. So there we have it. The exterior angle is 20 degrees. All of the exterior angles and all of the interior angles are 160 degrees. Now, can we be absolutely sure of this? I mean, we don't have a drawing, so we can't exactly show that this is true. Well, there is a way of showing that this is true because we could have done it another way. So how could we have done this another way around? We've found that the exterior angle was 20 degrees, all exterior angles, and the interior angles are 160 degrees. Well, you will remember a few lessons ago, we learned that the sum of all the internal angles of a polygon can be found by applying the formula n minus 2 times 180 degrees, where n equals the number of sides on the polygon, whether it was irregular or regular. We have that information here. It's an 18-sided polygon. So what if we decided to use this to help us tell us what the sum of internal angles are? Let's try that. So if we're going to convert n minus 2 times 180 using this fact that we have 18 sides, n equals 18. So then we would have 18 minus 2 times 180 degrees, which equals 16 times 180 degrees. What does that equal? Let's try it. 16 times 180 equals 2,880 degrees. But we know this is a regular polygon. It's a regular polygon with 18 sides. What do we know about a regular polygon? All the angles within within a regular polygon are exactly the same, because all the sides of the polygon are exactly the same. That means the same length. That means that all the angles inside the polygon are the same length. There are 18 angles. So that means this angle, the entire sum of internal angles, must be made up of 18 equal angles. If we divide this by 18, 2,880 divided by 18, it will give us the size of each internal angle. Let's do that. Let's divide the 2,880 by 18. Lo and behold, it gives us that our internal angle is 160 degrees, which we calculated doing the other way. And now, because our internal angles are all 160 degrees, we know that our exterior angle is the sum of 180 degrees minus the interior angle, which is 160 degrees. Why is that? Because remember, when you have an internal angle like this, and then you have an external angle, the two angles add up to 180. If this angle is 160 degrees, and this angle is x, we know that 180 equals 160 plus x. So we just have to take 160 away from 180. That will give us the angle x, the external angle. 180 degrees minus 160 equals 20 degrees. And there we have our exterior angle, and there we have our interior angle. So you see, there were two ways of doing this. We used the fact that all of the exterior angles must be the same and add up to 360, so we divided those by 360, and then we worked out what the internal angle is using the external angle. Or you can use the fact that it's a regular polygon with 18 sides to tell you what the sum of internal angles are using the formula n minus 2 times 180. Once you find out the internal angle, use the fact that the internal and external angles add up to 180 degrees when they're adjacent. That gives you the external angle. So there you go. That's some ideas about how you can work out angles on regular or irregular polygons, external angles, and we can work out the internal angles using them. So that's it for now. Until the next video.